Hello and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News on this Thursday, March 5th. I'm Grant Olson. Here's some of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. The Wenatchee man arrested early Tuesday for an alleged knife attack on his girlfriend is now facing 3 felony charges. Chelan County is moving to assist the remote Lake Chelan community of Stehekin after the December floods. Expect windy and unseasonably warm weather this weekend with a big cool down by next week. Your full local weather forecast is coming up. The Washington Supreme Court says the Grant County Jail has broad immunity in a lawsuit brought by the survivors of an inmate who died from a heroin overdose. In 2018, Derek Batten, who was 34 and detained on DUI and traffic warrants when he took the fatal dose of heroin, which had been smuggled into the jail by another inmate, Jordan Tebow. Batten's family sued, saying the jail had a duty to protect Derek and other inmates by keeping drug contraband out of its facility. The jail argued Washington law protects it from the negligence suit because Batten died in the course of committing a felony. The 2 lower courts refused to dismiss the case on those grounds, but today the Supreme Court split 6-3 in favor of Grant County, finding that while jailers owe a special duty of care to inmates, the felony defense still applies. The case now returns to Grant County Superior Court. Tebow pleaded guilty to controlled substance homicide in Batten's death. He is due for release from DOC custody later this year. The Wenatchee man arrested early Tuesday for an alleged knife attack on his girlfriend is now facing 3 felony charges, and Douglas County Sheriff's deputies say the assault was captured on home security video. 32-year-old Mitchell Figueroa Ibarra is accused of confronting the 35-year-old victim outside her home at 40th Circle Northeast near East Wenatchee and stabbing her multiple times before family members inside the house came to her aid. The assault happened about 2 a.m. Figueroa is accused of then stealing the woman's vehicle to flee from the scene, but was later arrested after he crashed the car near Ski View Drive. Deputies say when the victim was treated at Confluence Health Hospital, she was found to have wounds to her face, chest, and arm consistent with the knife attack. On Wednesday, Douglas County prosecutors pressed charges of first-degree assault, vehicle theft, and first-degree robbery, saying Figueroa also stole the woman's purse during the attack. All of those charges have a domestic violence component, which could increase Figueroa's sentence if he's convicted. A 50-year-old Ephrata man was arrested on Wednesday after allegedly vandalizing a home's security cameras and returning a few days later to burglarize the same home. On February 28th, Grant County Sheriff's deputies responded to a burglary in process in the 8800 block of Nepple Road Northeast, north of Moses Lake. Police say the suspect was gone when they arrived, but recovered images of Jeffrey Hughes and his vehicle as he allegedly damaged the cameras. On March 3rd, the homeowners said someone forced their way inside and stole $2,500 of hardwood flooring. Deputies found Hughes's car at a home in Ephrata, inside of which were materials matching what was taken in the burglary. Hughes is being held at the Grant County Jail on suspicion of second-degree burglary, second-degree theft, and third-degree malicious mischief. Washington State, California, and the Canadian province of Quebec released what's called a draft linkage agreement this week as the next step to form a shared carbon market. The Washington State Department of Ecology says a shared market would reduce greenhouse gases more efficiently through an investment in decarbonization. California and Quebec became a shared carbon market in 2014, and Washington's Commitment Act directs the Ecology to consider linking the state's Cap and Invest program with other markets. The public may provide feedback on the draft agreement through May 1st. Ecology says the linked market could begin operating next year, depending on when other steps are completed. When we come back, performance footwear and outdoor gear located in downtown Wenatchee is for sale, and investigators continue to probe the fatal police shooting outside Moses Lake that killed a 33-year-old man. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
Somewhere behind these doors is a family member, often alone, taking care of a loved one with Alzheimer's or some other disability, or providing care for a loved one who is not ill but only aging and no longer able to care for themselves. In the field of caregiving, this is the home front. For the home is where most Americans will live out their last days. Contact Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington for a variety of services including caregiving, meals, and medication help.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Chelan County is moving to assist the remote Lake Chelan community of Stehekin after the December floods. The village of fewer than 100 residents suffered a levee breach and a major washout of Company Creek Road in the winter storms, as well as damage to its landing and its wastewater treatment plant. Last month, county commissioners approved $30,000 to study the damage and the work needed to make repairs, including a possible levee repair. Stehekin lies inside the North Cascades National Recreation Area, so repairs would have to be approved by the National Park Service, which has been slow to commit to the project. Meanwhile, the Seattle Times reports the county has paid more than $500,000 to transport loads of rock to Stehekin by barge for eventual use in repairing roads or flood barriers. Investigators continue to probe the fatal police shooting outside Moses Lake that killed a 33-year-old man. The Columbia Basin Investigative Team, a multi-agency group that review police use of force incidents, is looking into the February 16th shooting of Aaron A.J. Amon. 5 Grant County Sheriff's deputies opened fire on Amon after he allegedly emerged from hiding carrying a rifle and refused police orders to put it down. Deputies said they were seeking to arrest Amon as part of an ongoing investigation and found him hiding in a plastic water storage tank on a rural property. They were assisted at the scene by Moses Lake police officers who did not fire their weapons during that incident. All 5 deputies have been placed on administrative leave while the Columbia Basin Investigative Team continues to review the shooting. Performance footwear and outdoor gear located in downtown Wenatchee is for sale. After 5 years, co-owners Ryan Backlund and Troy Rucker are stepping away and positioning the 20-year-old business for a new chapter. Backlund says the store would thrive under new ownership that's closely tied to the community. Backlund and Rucker live outside of Chelan County. The 12,000 square foot specialty retail store is listed for $250,000 plus inventory. The 2 owners purchased the business from another ownership group 5 years ago. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we will introduce you to Gully, a long-haired tuxedo cat up for adoption at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Windy with temperatures near 60 this weekend. I'll have your local weather details coming up, along with Dan Kuntz with a look at all things sports as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues after these messages.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Gully is a handsome and affectionate long-haired tuxedo cat. Although he's hearing impaired, he'll always pay attention to any human who's willing to show him some love. Gully is waiting for an adoptive family with his friends at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and he's the subject of our weekly regular feature, Paws for Pets.
So this is Gully. Gully is 2 years old, so he is still fairly young. He is an extremely affectionate boy, as you can see. He takes handling very, very well. Whether you're holding him, needing to adjust him, he'll even let you take his paw. Basically, as long as you're touching him, he's in his happy place. And we learned earlier that even if you try to play with him, he doesn't care. He wants you. He doesn't want to be played with or anything like that. He just wants lots of touches and loves and rubs. Gully has one little health condition, so he has little growths in his ears, and because of that, he is deaf. So if you try to call him or any of that, he's not going to pick it up. But if he sees you in his eye line, he goes for it. So his recall, despite him being deaf, is still really, really high, really good. He seems to be a really easygoing guy. He has been with other cats before, so he can integrate pretty well. We don't have any info on him with dogs at this time, but I'm sure if you took it very slow and easy, Gully is much more of a lover than a fighter, so I'm sure he will acclimate really well. He'd be a great as a family cat. We also learned while he's in shelter that he loves children and he loves to be loved by them. He doesn't mind them picking him up and touching him and handling him. As I said before, he really just wants people. He wants a companion, if not companions, so that way everybody can have a turn. And he just wants to love you and get some love in return. He could probably be an indoor-outdoor cat. He does still have all of his claws and teeth and such, but honestly, he's probably going to be a couch surfer. He likes places of comfort and warmth, so he's going to seek out a nice area on your couch that gets sunlight, and he'll wait there for you until you come home to him. He's probably about like 10 to 12 pounds, He's an adult male, so that's kind of typical for his size. So we are now open 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday. We are open 12:30 to 6 p.m. So come on down to the shelter and meet Gully. He would absolutely love to meet you and have you pet him. Or you can check out Gully's profile on our website, WenatcheeHumane.org.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at WenatcheeHumane.org.
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic Thursday. And boy, really, other than the wind, no complaints weather-wise here today. Very mild and warm, lots of sunshine, and this is a great shot looking back down the Columbia River. You can see Turtle Rock, but this is our Rondo Rock camera, and just a beautiful, beautiful late winter day all across north central Washington. Don't have too many of those winter days left. Remember, spring begins on March 21st, and boy, it felt like it today. Let's take a look at what things look like as we move forward now. For Wenatchee, our temperature today, pretty close to 53. We'll jump up to about 57 on Friday. And look at those temperatures this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, both near 60 degrees, but also notice the wind speeds. 20 miles an hour Saturday, that goes up to almost 30 on Sunday, and plenty of wind on Monday as well, including a big cool down on Monday that could bring us, yes, a chance for rain mixed with snow as we get into early next week, and we'll talk about that in a second. But today, as I mentioned, a very mild one. 55, our unofficial high temperature today. 49 now is our normal high. 61, our record high, and that was set in 2016. We woke up this morning, our low temperature 39 degrees. 31 is where we should be for a low this time of year. In our record low 16, and that was set in our bicentennial year of 1976. Sunrise 6:33, and it sets tonight at 5:52. All right, getting you into your Friday temperature is going to be another beauty tomorrow. 58 for Moses Lake and Ephrata. Quincy, you will touch 58 degrees tomorrow afternoon as well. 57 for Ellensburg and Wenatchee. 56 Eniat, 55 in Chelan, and a beautiful 55 degrees tomorrow as well in Leavenworth. The good news about tomorrow, not as much wind, and that'll make for just a beautiful day. All right, tonight we do expect cloudy skies, still a strong westerly and northwesterly flow moving into Washington state, and that'll bring a lot of clouds, even some scattered showers in the northwestern part of the state overnight tonight. Our low temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. For your Friday, cloudy skies unfortunately for us tomorrow. Almost all of the shower activity will be west of the Cascades, although I'll throw about a 20% chance of rain in the afternoon. It will stay mild, mid to upper 50s for high temperatures on Friday. Getting into the weekend, that's where we're going to see the wind. Starting on Saturday, about 15 to 25 miles an hour. It will warm up with that wind on Saturday. We're talking highs near 60 degrees to kick off the weekend. Sunday, almost a carbon copy, mostly cloudy. I think even a little bit windier on Sunday. We could see sustained winds near 30 miles an hour. Once again, with the wind, nice and warm with high temperatures near 60 degrees. And then as we kick off our next work week, cloudy skies, more wind in the forecast. We will see a 30% chance of rain mixed with snow, and there you have it, mainly because we are going to cool down almost 15 degrees on Monday. We'll see highs in the mid 40s as we kick off our next work week. And then for Tuesday, cloudy skies. Once again, there is that chance for a rain-snow mix on Tuesday afternoon. Most of that will be in the Cascades. High temperatures only in the mid-40s on Tuesday. And keep in mind, that will be below normal for the first part of next week. And then on Wednesday, cloudy skies. I don't think is windy, even though it looks like it, but more shower activity on Wednesday. I think all rain for us if we see anything in the Wenatchee Valley. with high temperatures Wednesday in the mid to upper 40s. All right, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast now, and it's brought to you by Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. 37 overnight tonight, just a slight chance for showers on Friday, and a little bit warmer, 57 our high temperature. Look at these temps this weekend, although we will see windy conditions both Saturday and Sunday. High temperatures near 60. And then a big cool down and wetter weather as we get into next week. A rain-snow mix possible for Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures in the mid-40s. A good chance for rain as we get you to Wednesday with high temperatures then around 47 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, Dan Kuntz with a look at today's sports and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Happy Thursday, everybody. The Seattle Kraken's 5-game home winning streak came to an end last night. St. Louis Blues aren't very good. They're in 8th place in their division, but they beat the Kraken. That's all that matters. The final there was 3-2 last night at Climate Pledge Arena. Jaden Schwartz scored a goal, and Vince Dunn scored a goal as well, but it wasn't enough. The Kraken are currently, as we speak, second in the wild card race. They are 1 point behind third place Edmonton.
And that's what you're alluding to. And Lane Lambert telling us earlier today, Cass, look, we get off to better starts. We could be in first place in the Pacific Division. Shot from the point, steered aside, rebound, score! 31 seconds in, and Seattle on a rebound.
Well, exactly the start we were talking about. It's just a one face-off by Stevenson back to the point, D to D, and this puck just goes right to net, and Hofer wants this one back. He's trying to kick it out above Jaden Schwartz, but watch the patience by Schwartz. He doesn't come right into the blue paint. He recognizes the rebound's going to come to him. He's got his stick down, and he puts this one past Hofer. Perfect start for Seattle.
Goal coming 31 seconds in from Jaden Schwartz. Snuggerud across the line, over for Robert Thomas. Backhand toward the slot. Loose puck picked up, and a save by Grubauer. Wrap around, score! Logan Mailloux ties the game for the Blues. And the puck rolls out in front of Hofer. He leaves it for Fowler. Odd man rush for the Blues. Shen across the line. Shen. Now it's Fowler holding to Lang. Score! Redirection, the Blues take a 2-1 lead.
The Kraken just played a solid defensive game and got some key contributions. I thought Kako was excellent.
Centering pass, score! Robert Thomas, 3-1 St. Louis. And McCann plays it back for Larson. One-timer and a save, sliding by Hofer toward the post. Boy, Hofer has been sharp. Eberle centers, score!
They were starting to get a consistent forecheck. You can see 2 in on the puck. Eberle comes in to support as that third person, and he just finds Dunn, who slides down into the middle of the slot, just shows patience, wait until his teammates get possession. They get a clear look at him, but look at him just waiting for that moment.
5 seconds in the power play. Dunn leaves it. McCann, one-timer Montour, saved by Hofer. Stevenson wins the draw, back to the point, nobody home, that will do it. And the St. Louis Blues hang on and get a 3-2 win in Seattle. They have won 3 out of 4.
Seattle's up next is Saturday. They got the Ottawa Senators coming to the Climate Pledge Arena. You can check that out on Kong TV. They'll drop the puck at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. The Giants scored 9 runs on just 9 hits. How did they do that yesterday? The bullpen wasn't very good. The final was 9-4. Seattle was leading 1-0 in the fourth, and then Carlos Vargas gave up base hits to the first three batters he faced. He walked the fourth batter he faced, and then the fifth batter hit a grand slam home run.
Robbie straddles the rubber. Now winds, deals. That is swung on, stroked into the gap, right center field. It's down. It's going to the wall. Watch Farmelo run. He's to second base. He's around second. He's flying into third. He's there standing. Johnny Farmelo. A flash of Northwest green around the bases. A triple off Robbie Ray.
Gary, you don't see too many stand-up triples in baseball, and this kid can really fly. He can steal you a base.
And he hits a high drive. Right field. Out of here. That's the spot to hit it in this park.
It's a live park to right field. You see a lot of balls leave the yard when hitters get that ball up in the air to right field over by the Charlo Lodge. Holton wasn't wasting any time.
That's a grand slam, folks. Hit towards the gap, and it's going to fall. And it'll score 1. So Wilson comes in to score.
And that's a mistake with 2 strikes. You know, trying to pitch for.
Seattle falls to 3-8 in Cactus League play, but keep this in mind, most of the best players in the Mariners, the games that we're all familiar with and the names that we're all familiar with, they're off playing in the World Baseball Classic representing their respective countries, but Seattle's also been outscored by 19 runs in Cactus League action. Earlier today, they took on their neighbors, the San Diego Padres. They share the same complex. All San Diego had to do is walk across the street. I'll have the score and highlights tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It was senior night for the Washington men. Everybody on the team played, everybody scored, and when that happens, you normally win. And the Huskies rolled over Southern Cal last night at Heck. The final there was 91-72. The Husky men wrap up their regular season over the weekend when they take on their rival, the Oregon Ducks. Earlier today at the Big Ten tournament, which is taking place in Indianapolis, the Washington Huskies beat USC. Hey, that's becoming a bit of a theme. Dogs knocked off the Trojans 76-64 to move on. Earlier today, Wazoo took on Seattle in the West Coast Conference tournament. That's taking place in beautiful Las Vegas. All right, here we go. There are still a number of schools in the running for trophies in the state basketball tournament. Lake Roosevelt not among them. Of course, they were eliminated, as you know by now. Tudor Lake beat them. The final there was 58-48. Earlier today in the quarterfinals, Brewster took on Reardon, and we will have that score for you tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. In the 1B basketball tournament in the girls, Pateras moves on. They beat Pell Ell 59-45. Elmira Cooley Hardline eliminated. Lummi Nation beat them 56-48. Later on tonight in the quarterfinals, Waterville Mansfield takes on Yakima Tribal at 7:15. At 5:30 tonight, the game is getting ready to get going. Again, in the quarterfinals, the Pateras girls take on number 1 ranked Nia Bay. In the 1A basketball tournament in Yakima, the Chelan Goats gave the Zilla Leopards all they could handle for about a half. Zilla is undefeated and ranked number 1. They've won a lot of state championships, but Chelan couldn't hold with the Leopards in the second half. Zilla pulls out the victory earlier today, 68-53. But Chelan can still take home a trophy. Can't win the championship, but they can still win a trophy. They'll take on Annie Wright tomorrow at 9 a.m. In the 2B basketball schedule, it looks something like this. Okanagan knocked off Mount Vernon Christian in their opening game 60-51. Liberty Bell is done. They lost to Adna 49-39. And earlier, in fact, the game is going on as we speak, but don't change the channel. In the quarterfinals, the Okanagan boys are taking on Tri-Cities Prep. I'll have that final for you tomorrow. And finally, in the 1B basketball schedule for the boys in Spokane, earlier today, Elmira Cooley Hardline took on Columbia Adventist, and I'll have that final for you tomorrow as well. And those are just some of the games that people are playing.
And that will do it for this Thursday edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. Remember, if you see news happening, let us know. Email your news tips to news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. Our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.